holiday months are here, find out how you can stay safe when hosting those holiday parties. Plus, East Longmeadow Boy Scout Troop 275 is proud to announce their annual wreath sale. We hear from the Scouts themselves to see what they're all about. Those stories and much more ahead on ELCAT News Update. Thanks for tuning in to ELCAT News Update. I'm Rebecca Green. We begin the show talking about my favorite holiday. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and the health department wants to make sure you're as safe as possible when preparing that Thanksgiving meal for loved ones. EL Health Director Amy Petrowski visits our studio to test me on food preparation and safety in the kitchen.
All right, Thanksgiving's coming up, so I thought I would come to ELCAT and do a quick Thanksgiving Day quiz. So a lot of people buy frozen turkeys for the holidays, so if you do have a frozen turkey, what is the best way to defrost it?
In the refrigerator?
Yay!
Wow, nice!
So when you are defrosting your turkey into the refrigerator, it's really important to keep the turkey in a pan, because a lot of times as it's defrosting, it will create juices, and if those juices fall onto your food that you're not going to cook, ready-to-eat food, then you have no way of that kill step, no way to actually kill the bacteria that has fallen on them. So when you have it in the fridge, keep it on the lowest level possible, and make sure you have something underneath it to collect any of the juice that may form. All right, the second best way, if your refrigerator is too full, is to submerge it fully in water below 70 degrees. So the key there is to make sure that the turkey is wrapped tight. You don't want any water seeping in, and keep it submerged in the water, and you want to change out that water every 30 minutes. The reason for that is because a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to put it on the counter and let it defrost that way. The problem with that is the outside starts to get warm a lot faster than the inside starts to defrost. So then you're leaving that outside layers of your turkey in the temperature danger zone.
So how will I know that it's actually defrosted?
30 minutes per pound if you're doing it in the water submergence. And then the way they say, if you're putting it in the fridge, it's 24 hours for every 4 to 5 pounds of turkey.
Okay.
Is it best to wash your turkey before you start preparing it?
Yes.
Wow, I'm really sorry. No,
Oh,
no,
wow.
it's not. So what you're worried about with your turkey is salmonella. And salmonella cannot be washed away. You could wash it all day. If it has salmonella, the only way to kill that is cooking it. So in addition to not doing anything positive to the turkey, you are increasing your risk of spreading that potential salmonella through your kitchen. So when you're washing something, it splashes, you have now salmonella in the place that you're supposed to be cleaning all these dishes, on your handles, and so the risk to that is much greater than any of the potential benefits. So the recommendation is to not wash it and to just handle it with care, and when you put it in the plate, wash your hands and wash your hands frequently. Turkey is safe to eat when it reaches what internal temperature?
Not ever cooking a turkey? I don't personally know this question.
Okay. The internal temperature for a turkey must be 165 degrees to kill the salmonella on it. To take that temperature is at the thickest part of the breast, at the wing, and the thickest part of the thigh to make sure that you have even cooking temperatures. What do you think happens when you take your turkey temperature and it's 165 degrees, you cut into it and it's pink? Should you eat it or not eat it?
Yes, because the temperature's fine.
The temperature is fine, you can eat pink turkey. That's something that people have a lot of questions about, but if you have met that point, there's salmonella will be killed at that 165 degrees. We've talked about temping the turkey. The next question is, do you also need to temp the stuffing?
I'm gonna say no.
No. The answer is yes.
Ooh.
Because the stuffing goes into the turkey when it's raw, it has the potential of picking up whatever bacteria may be on the turkey. So you want to make sure that that stuffing gets cooked to the same temperature as the turkey to avoid any contamination of salmonella. So you can just stick that thermometer right in there. And also with the stuffing, a lot of people, since it's their favorite, try to stuff as much stuffing into the turkey as possible. You know, like you're putting your spoon in there, you're cramming it in. But that's problematic because it doesn't allow for airflow in there. And so the stuffing will have a hard time reaching the 165 degrees. And also the turkey also cooks from the inside as well as the outside. So that could reduce your likelihood of hitting that 165 in the right time frame. So once you've finished eating, everyone gets real lazy. No one wants to put the leftovers away. They're all like, oh, we'll get to it in a couple minutes. Right. What is the maximum amount of time they're allowed to let those leftovers sit out? Is it 2 hours, 4 hours, or 6 hours?
I'm going to say 4. Wrong again? Oh, no, 2.
2. See, you got it. You got it. See, 2 hours. So after 2 hours, just like what we talked about this year at the 4th of July cookout demonstration that we did, after 2 hours, the food sitting in the temperature danger zone just starts to rapidly multiply those bacteria, and it will make it so when you go to reheat it, it's not going to be able, that 165 for 15 seconds won't be able to kill that bacteria. Right. So 2 hours left out, and then put it in the fridge. All right, this is a question that I have friends of mine who know what I do call me about this, not just around Thanksgiving, but all year long. So how long is it safe to eat your Thanksgiving Day leftovers? 4 days, 5 days, or 7 days?
I'm going to say 4.
4 days is correct.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
So Monday after Thanksgiving is the last safe day to eat your leftovers.
Because I know some people, when we have Thanksgiving, like, oh, we have a meal for the next week.
Yeah.
So that's wrong.
No, yeah, a lot of people think it's 7 days. They think they could eat it till the following Thursday. But after that 4 days, that bacteria, that potentially might start growing, and it's when to become unsafe. Now, you can freeze it. So if you freeze it before that 4-day mark, you can keep it in the freezer. The recommendation is 3 to 6 months, as long as it stays frozen. Thanksgiving is actually the #1 deadliest holiday. The reason for that is because of the large amount of people that travel on this day or this holiday weekend. It's estimated that 47 million Americans will travel for this Thanksgiving, and 42 million of that will be in the car. So I wanted to take a quick second to just quickly review some car safety tips. Always wear your seatbelt. The seatbelt is the best way to prevent a fatality in an accident. If you have young ones and they're in a car seat, make sure that the car seat straps are tight. If you can pinch the snap and get fabric, then it's too loose. You can tighten it up at the bottom of the car seat. You want to make sure that base is secure. If you can wiggle it, you need to tighten it up a little bit more. The retainer, the clip that goes across the chest, should be at armpit level to the child. If it's too high or too low, it is ineffective. The other thing is if you want to do a quick car check before you get in, make sure you have enough gas. No one likes to break down on the highway. Oil levels and windshield washer fluid. A lot of times on Thanksgiving you may have snow and it creates vision issues. So just as a quick reminder to make sure that those things are thought about, because we want to make sure everyone in East Long Meadow gets back from their travels safely this Thanksgiving. Before next Thursday, you can feel free to give me a call at the health department. I'm happy to answer any questions. 413-525-5400, extension 1105. And I will be putting a Thanksgiving food safety brochure up on our website at www.eastlongmeadowma.gov, and you can search under health department, and it will be on the health department homepage.
On the topic of safety, we turn to the fire department to learn about what precautions you can take when heating your home. Fire Lieutenant Chris Beecher walks us through the dangers of carbon monoxide.
So part of home heating season is the potential for carbon monoxide in your home. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas, and it's a byproduct of burning fossil fuels. So if you have a gas furnace or an oil furnace, fireplace, wood stove, gas appliances, anything like that, will emit carbon monoxide. If your appliances are properly vented, it's not an issue. However, sometimes if there's a malfunction in the appliance, or if there's a backup in the ventilation of that appliance, then you can get a carbon monoxide buildup in your home. They sell detectors. It's a law in Massachusetts that every home has a carbon monoxide detector, and this will let you know if it detects any carbon monoxide in your home. Just like your smoke detectors, you want to check your batteries. Twice a year we suggest, I think we did it right back here on daylight savings time. Check that battery, make sure that it's fresh. You should be checking your carbon monoxide alarm monthly as well as your smoke detectors. Smoke detectors also have, what people don't realize, is they have a shelf life. So about every 6 years we require, or rather that we suggest that you replace your carbon monoxide alarm. There's a date on the back, manufacturing date, so 6 years from that date, go out and get yourself a brand new carbon monoxide detector. A car does emit carbon monoxide, and it can get into your home that way. If you do have to warm up your car, remove it from the garage, close the garage door, make sure that it's away from the home, that there's no open windows near it, because that carbon monoxide will find its way into the house, and then you could potentially have a problem.
Next, Lieutenant Beecher explains the importance of cleaning your chimney before the winter season.
We start to run our furnaces, we start to use our fireplaces and our pellet stoves, and one of the problems that people run into with this is that they haven't properly checked these appliances before they use them. So what you're going to run into is you run into chimneys that haven't been cleaned, they haven't been used for a year. You run into furnaces that haven't been fired up for a couple of months. So what we like to do is advise people, homeowners, to make sure you get that chimney cleaned out before you use your fireplace at the start of any season. It's also a good idea to have it inspected yearly if you can, but if bi-yearly is also a good idea. Furnaces, if you have a good maintenance program, it's always a good idea to have a maintenance tech come in and start checking out the furnace to make sure that it's operating properly.
Lastly, space heaters are becoming more and more popular, but there are crucial rules you need to know before turning them on.
Another source of home heating, people will use space heaters. Okay, space heaters are a good idea if you need a little extra heat in your house. The problem being is that some people don't realize the hazards that are associated with space heaters. Electrical space heaters, definitely want to make sure that it's plugged directly into an outlet. We don't run an extension cord off of that. We suggest a 3-foot circle of safety. So basically 3 feet in all directions of that space heater should be kept clear of anything that can burn. The Department of Fire Services has a website that has a lot of this information on it, and a lot of good information. They have a program called Keep Warm, Keep Safe, and it's all about home heating safety. They have a lot of good information. It's worth going onto the website and check out some of that information. It definitely can help.
Questions or concerns? Call the fire department at 413-525-5430. We move ahead to another favorite holiday, Christmas. East Longmeadow Boy Scout Troop 275 is proud to announce their annual wreath sale. The troops will decorate the wreaths themselves based on the customer's request. All proceeds go towards educational resources for the troop. We talk with some of the scouts who share their stories about being part of the community-based organization.
I have been in Scouts for my life, and I joined this troop when I was 11 because they're very welcoming. We do a lot of service projects around the town. The church here especially, whenever they need community service, they contact us. Eagle projects are a big one. All the town has been helped. A friend of mine who made his eagle helped out at Bluebird Estates. Dog Park, another friend. So all over town, other towns too, we help out, do what's needed.
Whenever we go out to do community service, we're able to have fun and also help everyone else and get everything done that we need to do. We do day trips, so we sometimes go up on like a hiking trail or a biking trail, do that, or sometimes we stay a couple nights or even take like a week off and go up to Philadelphia, all those other places like Niagara Falls and things like that.
Wreaths will be sold at St. Paul Lutheran Church, located on Elm Street. Purchase wreaths, poinsettias, or swags. Get in the holiday spirit and start decorating your home by taking part in a great cause on Friday, December 2nd from 6 to 9 p.m. and then on Saturday, December 3rd, starting at 8:30 a.m. Well, that will do it for this edition of ELCAT News Update. Be sure to stay connected with us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at ELCAT 01028. And don't forget to watch us on cable channels 191, 192, and 193. For cable channel times, make sure to check out our ELCAT program guide. Program guides can be found through our website at eastlongmeadowma.gov. Also check your mail as the programs will be delivered monthly within the reminder. Or grab a copy yourself, available at the Town Hall, Library, and Senior Center. Until next time, I'm Rebecca Green. Thanks for watching. See you next week.